In the heart of New York City, where dreams rise as high as the skyscrapers, lived a young boy named Anthony Kingz. The rhythm of basketball against concrete was his daily symphony, echoing through the streets where hope and hardship danced a delicate balance. Growing up wasn't easy for Anthony. His neighborhood was like a maze where wrong turns were always lurking. While other kids his age were playing without a care, he had to navigate through the shadows of violence and temptation that plagued his streets. But Anthony had something special, a basketball and an unwavering dream. Every day after school, he'd practice until his hands were raw and his legs could barely hold him up. The local court became his sanctuary, the place where nothing else mattered except the sweet sound of the ball swooshing through the net. But life had other plans, more complicated than his basketball playbook. When his son Jay was born, everything changed. Looking into his baby boy's eyes, Anthony saw more than just his reflection. He saw a future that needed to be different. The streets that once felt like home now seemed like chains holding them back. He knew that for Jay's sake, something had to give. That's when Mississippi came calling. It wasn't an easy decision to leave the only home he'd ever known. But Anthony understood that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is start over. The South was different, slower, quieter, with air that didn't taste like city smoke and opportunities that weren't overshadowed by danger. In Mississippi, Anthony found more than just a fresh start. He found love again, someone who saw past his rough edges and understood his dreams weren't just for him anymore. They were for Jay. Getting remarried wasn't part of his original plan, but life has a funny way of rewriting our stories when we're busy making other plans. Now, Anthony's journey isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about building a legacy, creating a foundation strong enough for Jay to stand on and reach even higher. Every morning, when he watches his son dribble on their driveway, he sees the power of choices. How one decision to break free from the familiar can change not just one life, but generations to come. The New York City streets that raised him are still part of his story, but they're no longer the whole book. Anthony Kingz might not have become the basketball star he dreamed of as a kid, but he became something far more important. A father who dared to dream bigger than himself. A man who chose to rewrite his family's future, one brave step at a time.